Rowserworld. Let me see what I see about this Einstein. So let me see. I'm gonna take my pencil here, okay, and I'm gonna draw my circle because that's what the thing said. But now what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna draw a big circle up top. I'm gonna draw my little circle on my spinning wheel here. My little put my little crosshair there. And let's see, this is gonna be like the center of my face here. So that's about what I want to do right there. Okay. I want to make this a short shape down here at the bottom. So I want I want to do a little chin shape here, just to kind of give me a little bit of idea where I want to go. And I want some sagginess in the bottom of my shape here. So I'm just going to kind of do a little bit of sagginess here. Okay, just like that. All right. Let me see here. I'm going to put my ear shape right here, right around here somewhere. And I want my ear shape to kind of hang down here. I don't want to draw it normal because he has big ears. And it's probably why he's so smart, right? Because he hears a lot. Right? He hears a lot of stuff with his big ears he has, right? And then, according to what I just learned, applying the objective truth here, I'm gonna draw a little sketch like this right here. I'm gonna sketch that in. Okay. And then let me see here. Now he has a lot of roundness in his forehead, so that's telling me there. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go ahead and get that whole hair idea going on first. So I'm just gonna kind of sketch in my whole shape of my hair. So I want my hair to kind of come down almost, I want it to appear almost kind of short on this side compared to, so even though on the drawing it comes all the way down here, I'm going to stop it right about here. And I want this shape to be very open because, and just, just puffy, because he has a white hair, so I don't want that side to be too big, right? Okay. And then I'm going to do this shape over here. And I'm going to look at this all as one big shape. And I want this to be also a little puffy here. I'm looking at it. It looks like really a triangle almost. So like a kind of weird shaped triangle, like almost. So that's what I'm kind of thinking there. A little weird triangle like that. Okay. All right. Now, so we got a whole head shape here. Wow. Let's go ahead and you know what? Another thing I want to look at, which I'm gonna study that more in my next stream, but I'm gonna go ahead and go up here and then down here. I've been noticing that's really kind of how the head is formed, the shoulder shape is formed. Now let me go ahead and put my middle crosshair line here. So this is the center of my face here. Okay. And my caricature. And you know what? I'm gonna go with a kind of a big nose shape. So I want my nose shape to come all the way down here almost. And I want him to have a very little chin. Right? So I'm gonna put my mustache about right here. I want it to sit very low on the face, and I want to make one big shape out of it like that. That's my shape right there, right? Okay. And then he's kind of smiling a little bit, so we can make a little smile right there, and then we'll keep this as like his chin shape. He has small lips, so we really don't need that, right? All right, let me see here. So my head, he has, to me, Einstein has, he doesn't have big eyes. He has small eyes that are kind of close together. So what I want to do is I'm going to use my center line as my guide, And I'm going to draw some very small shapes here. I want to use a little bit of each quadrant, but I'm going to make him kind of tall because he has a lot of weight on the top of the eye. So I want some shapes kind of like these. Kind of like that right there, right? And then just like this. So they're kind of close together, you know what I mean? And small. And now we're going to keep those eyebrow shapes kind of the same. So we're going to do something like this here. Okay. All right. All right. And then we got, let me see. We got this shape here. So we're going to do this. Okay. All right. Now, let's do the nose shape here. So remember I said I wanted a kind of big nose shape. So remember our objective truth says that the majority of our shape. So he has a teardrop shape, right? So I'm going to draw kind of a teardrop shape, but most of my shape is going to be on this side of my center line because of the 3/4 view. And then I'm going to have a little piece of my shape over here, right? And then it'll go into so I want my shape to be kind of rounded. You see what I'm saying? Kind of like that right there. And then, right, everything else just kind of fits in there. Let's go ahead and put those little eyes in there too, so we'll make him look at the camera like this. We'll put some little circles of light in there like that. Okay. And then all we have to do is, he has some little saggy things on the side right there, and some wrinkles. So let's put some wrinkles here. Right. Okay. All right. So pretty much we have our base down. Let's just go ahead and oh wait, we got to put our his hairline. So we want a hairline that's gonna kind of sit in front of his. So we want something in here like this. So I know that all of this has to go inside of that circle, because that circle, according to what I've learned, is going to make it where everything here is a side of the head. So I know that this is just a very logical thing. Now I just go ahead and add some wrinkles up here, right? And we got a pretty cool cartoon Einstein right there. So from there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start drawing my Einstein with my marker. Okay, so let's go ahead and ink our picture in real quick. So we're going to keep our shapes very simple. I'm not going to do anything extravagant here. I'm going to keep my shapes very simple, right? So eyebrow shapes here. Okay. Then my eye shapes here. 1, 2. And I'm putting my little circles in here for lighting. Okay. And then you know what I'm gonna do? I got some other little markers over here. Ooh, yeah. We got those in there, right? So this is my little thin marker right here. And this will be like to use, I'll make my little lines around the eyes like this. So I'll come over here and I'll draw the top line here. And then I'll draw my little top line over here. So that looks great right there. Okay. All right. Now we're going to do a big nose shape, like a big hook shape right there. Okay. All right. And thank you so much, Dead Cap City. No big deal. He's part of the group India Tree. Great artist, by the way, Ken. All right, so we got big no big DYL coming up next. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for blessing me with the opportunity to create something for you today. I'll be sure that I do a great representation. I'll go nice and slow for you and teach you exactly how to draw them, okay? So we're going to break it down just like this, so it's going to be easy for you to follow with me, all right? So let me go ahead and finish this up here. So we're going to go to our mustache shape. Remember I said I wanted it to be low down, so I'm going to go ahead, right? And just to make it funny, I just did like this. Just bring it all the way down, because it sags a little bit, right? And then I put my little mouth right there, his little smile, because he just thought of something. And then we'll just add our chin shape here. Okay. So you see, knowing that basis, you don't have to do a great deal of exaggeration, right, to do a picture of Einstein. You just got to know, what you can and can't get away with, and you have to know that based off of the truth of the structure. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start doing my head, my actual head shape. So I'm just going to follow that circle. Remember, I said I wanted to give him a little bit of jabby jaw, right? Jabby jaw, meaning that see how that looks kind of jabby right there? Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to go over here to my sideline over here, and I'm going to do the same thing. Okay. And then I'm going to put my ear shape. Well, actually, let me go ahead and let's do this shape here. And then we know that this hair is going to come over the top of the ear, and then the ear is going to kind of come out like this here. Okay. And we want that ear to appear big, so we're going to make sure we put the inner workings of the ear so that we keep a representation of a nice, big, full shape. Okay. All right. Now, let's do the neck shape here. And we're going to put a cool little neck shape, and then we're just going to come over here and, put his little grandpa chin, right? All right. Let's go ahead and draw this line here. And we want to keep this line very round, so we want to stay with the natural curvature of the head. Okay. And then we're going to come over here. And we're going to keep our shape here nice and open and round. Everything nice and cartoony round. Okay. Then we'll come over here and we'll draw a shape that kind of goes back, leading off into what we called our little triangle shape. Okay. And then he has his like little jacket here, so we can even break that down into a shape. We can just do like this here. Okay. All right. So yes, E does equal MC squared, right? All right, so now what we're going to do here is we're going to erase our little guidelines. I have my white eraser in here, but I took it to I put it in my work bag. I've been more of a lot of times you'll see I don't use pencils. And I still don't use a lot of pencil as a general rule. I have gotten into the point of putting down the basic structure of where I want to go with the pencil, but I use definitive lines with that. So it's nothing wrong with doing that as a cartoonist. I know a lot of times you'll get cartoonists with their own opinion about how you should approach a caricature and whether you should use your pencil or not and all that. None of that stuff matters. What matters is that you have a likeness, and that you don't allow the pencil to be a crutch for you. In other words, like where you have excessive amounts of of sketch lines. Usually when I'm at work, I'll just do the actual skeleton. I don't need to actually do the actual facial features within the drawing with my pencil, because I'm, kind of seasoned. But once again, that all starts from the objective truth about learning how to draw your features and where to place them. So what I'll do here is I'll just use my thin marker here, and I'll add like my little lines here, right, to give them a little bit of age, right? A little age here. Okay. And I'm just going to use my little thin one-liner. Okay. And now we're going to do a little. Oh wait, you know what? We forgot to put his little eyeball in there. So this is going to make it look really cool. Let's put his eyeball in there like this. So it's like he's looking right at the camera. Okay. There we go. Okay, you got a lot of wrinkles. A lot of wrinkles. All right. So now we're going to shadow our drawing in. So I might use a little shadow here with my gray, right? Just to bring out the 3D. Let's use this. Let's go here and do that right there. All right. That looks cool, right? Okay. 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 Got our Einstein going on here. And I just want y'all to just pay attention to how understanding the basic structure of the face will so greatly improve your ability to draw things. So sit back and practice the truth, practice the structure, the underlying structure of the face, and then drawing the caricature will make more sense to you. I'm just doing some little lines here that I would do, I keep my drawings very simple, very simple. I'm not trying to impress anybody with how cool I can draw and all that kind of stuff, because that stuff right there, it just gets in the way of your creativity, right? When you start thinking it's about you and you don't make it about the person that you're drawing, or don't make it about sharing or loving, people, then I find that life takes a very weird turn, you know what I mean? You start getting angry because people don't respond to you the way you think they ought to respond. This whole life thing is a science, man. E truly equals MC squared, right? What goes up must come down. And the most important one, never pay full price for cold pizza. Yep. Okay. Here we go. So all we have to do is put E equals MC squared. Don't forget to sign your work. All right. And we did it, guys. We just drew Einstein, right? As a little cartoon, right? Hey, guys, I hope that you enjoyed that video tutorial. If you did, don't hesitate, guys, to go ahead and give us a like. Also, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and the notifications button. This way, when we put up new material, you'll be the first to know. If you have any questions about our markers or pens or paper, and you'd like to know where I get some of the materials that I use here on my art stream, there's a link in the description below, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. And also, guys, we'd like to welcome your questions and comments so that we can get some new ideas. It's always good to have new, fresh ideas for our next and upcoming videos. Oh, and don't forget to check out these 2 super cool videos right here. So, guys, thanks again for your love and support of our channel. You guys be safe out there. And as always, guys, I wish you happy cartooning.